Alright, so I'm doing a little measuring. I don't think I showed you guys, but I dug up a flower bed and cleaned up off the stuff that was on it, and I'm going to use this to make a garden. So I'm going to measure it just to see how much I've planted. I already started planting some things inside, but I'm working on some other things as well. But I'm going to measure this now just to kind of see how much space I have to actually plant. Alright, so that first measurement, it gives us it's 19 feet wide. That's pretty wide. But I have a lot of stuff I'm going to try to put in here because I kind of overdid it when I went to Home Depot and just bought a ton of everything to plant in here. So I have a lot of things to put in here. One of the big things though, tomatoes. Love me some tomatoes. Let's see how deep it is now. Alright, so what we got, the spot. Alright, so what we got as far as dimensions is it's 19 feet wide by 4.5 feet deep. So I just kind of graded it off. I'm tempted to plant a few things outside already. I have a few things growing inside. I've got some onions and peppers. I can't think of anything else. Tomatoes. Something else I don't remember that's in there. But I'm thinking about what I could plant already. I have like carrots, things like that. But yeah. I think I'm going to start planting soon. But we'll see. What's up, guys? It's Tim. I decided to let you in on a little project that I'm working on. I'm building a garden. This isn't actually going to be a part of the garden. This is another thing that I'm just working on growing on. These are going to be something that I use to grow some of the vegetables that I'm trying to grow. Like before they go out, because some of them you have to start like almost 2 months ahead of time indoors before you take them outdoors. I actually planted already tomatoes, 2 different kinds, peppers, onions. I always forget what the third thing is. Broccoli. My broccoli has already started sprouting, which I'll show you some B-roll of that at some point in this video. But yeah, so I'm working on a garden. I'm talking with a friend of mine. He's been gardening for like the last 5 years or so he's got a little bit of a head start on me. He also has a bigger space that he's using for gardening. Right now I'm using a little flower bed. It's not really little, it's 19 feet by 4.5 feet. That's going to primarily be where I'm growing things. And I've got a lot of vegetables I'm growing. Like I said, I've already planted a few things so far. I actually have more. I have them right here. This is more of what I'm trying to grow. I got cucumbers. These cucumbers are like the pickling kind, so they won't be like as big, I don't think, as regular cucumbers. They'll be a little smaller, but they'll be what we're using. We're going to try to make pickles. I got lima beans. I don't even really know if I like lima beans. I'm pretty sure I've had them and I like them, but I don't know for sure, so we're going to find out in about 65 days when these guys grow. I got some beets. I got some kale, arugula. Got some the regular cucumbers. I got some beans, some carrots. This one's interesting. These are lettuce. I've heard this is pretty easy to grow, but I'm going to try to grow lettuce. And then these 2 things, this is marigold. These are 2 different sizes. This will be a little bit taller. This will be a little bit shorter. I've heard if you grow this around certain plants, that it keeps some of the bugs that want to eat the plants away. So I got some of this. I also, today with my friend, we went to the dollar store, because apparently the dollar store is where to go if you want to try to buy seeds. So you can get 4 for like $1, 4 packs. They didn't have many vegetables at the one we went to. It's also a little hard to just get in and out of a store right now. There's a little bit of a process to it, and things aren't exactly the most organized in the dollar store we went to. But I just got a whole bunch of flowers that I'm going to try. That's what these pots are going to be for. I'm going to plant like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 in the middle. I got some sunflowers. These guys should grow to be pretty tall. Some cosmos. Some zinnia. Snapdragon. More zinnia. Morning glory. This is just a flower garden mix, another cosmos, and then a perennial mix. I don't really know much about flowers, but I figured I'm gonna be growing vegetables. Let's try to grow some flowers too. So I spent the other day kind of digging up the bed. I didn't film anything. I didn't really think of it just because there was a lot going on in my backyard at that time. But I dug up all of this bed, and then I dug down about 6 inches with a shovel and with a pitchfork, and kind of just flipped over all of the beds to kind of loosen everything up and get everything ready for planting. Now I was going to plant that day, but then I noticed there was a couple days that were going to get really cold in the morning, and it just really made me uncomfortable. Like, I was nervous that my seeds wouldn't survive. So I was scared to plant because I didn't want the things to die. So I have a couple things that I planted inside, which my broccoli, like I said earlier, is already growing, which is crazy. But yeah, I'm working on a couple different things, trying some new and fun things, and I'm gonna bring you guys along for it. There's gonna be a bit of this video where it's gonna show me kind of raking back out the bed and things like that, just because I raked it again out, just kind of level it out. It is a little bit rocky in there. I don't know where all those rocks came from, but I've been picking them out as I go, and the dirt itself is just kind of clumpy, so there's some like piles of that, which I've been squishing down. But I think we'll be okay come growing season. The other thing that I want to try, and I was talking with my friend about it because he does it, is he does composting. Composting's cool. You take like your leaves, your grass clippings, you can take even some of your like kitchen waste, like your food waste, like your eggshells, your banana peels, things like that. Dump it all together and kind of let it sit for a while, and it actually turns into this really like, it's basically like plant steroids. I kind of want to try that too. I don't know that I'm going to try that yet. I'm kind of researching some of the ideas of how to do it. There's a couple things I read online that talk about doing it in like bins that you can buy from Amazon and things like that. I don't think I'm going to buy those from Amazon. I think I could make pretty much the same thing for a lot cheaper than what they're selling that for. So I think I'm going to try that. But that's kind of all I got for you guys. I didn't have a ton that I wanted to talk about today. I just figured I'd let you in on some of the fun stuff I'm trying to do. Trying to make a garden, trying to plant some flowers. So let's see how they do.